Hey everybody, what's up? This is Retrokid Reviews. Currently in the basement doing double filming because as of this recording, I just wrapped up doing filming for Squid Game Season 2. So with that out of the way, let's get back to hopefully some figure arts, or not figure arts, wow, it's been a while. I really need to get figure arts in the year, just saying right there. Yeah, Marvel Legends stuff. So this is the Captain America Sam Wilson and Steve Rogers 2-pack from, I believe, last year. I could be wrong, so card to any reviewer I will find. I think Lee did a quick review for that. It's hard with the ankles pivot, so we'll explain that in a minute. So yeah, here's the box. This is a really nice 2-pack of the both of them. This is Sam from the Disney Plus series, not the upcoming new movie. My quick thoughts of the trailer so far are really good. I actually love the action that we're going to probably be getting with him and Red Hulk later on in the movie, and what is going to be happening with the Thinker is still TBD as far as the I guess Incredible Hulk of it all back then. So yeah, back of the box right there is pretty good. You get a good I guess photo of well, I guess digital mock-up of what everyone was during the movies, obviously Cap from Endgame. So we'll start with him first and end with Sam, because I think this is my first, well, Cap ever, and I think in a while. This is my 3/4 inch days with that set of Marvel Legends. And more importantly, the grip for this version of Steve is actually a lot better. For comparison's sake, I forgot to bring down some 2 figures I'm going to probably leave in the socials. I forgot to bring down Captain Carter from What If. I didn't finish the series. I heard that season 3 was okay. They had an okay Exiles plot, long story short there. And if anything else, Haley Atwell was doing a pretty good job as usual with her version of Carter. By the way, still goes without saying, humble, I guess, brag to, I think, our Tomb Raider last year I mentioned in the rundown. So sorry in advance that I didn't put that in honorable mentions from the 2024 list. So getting back on the figure, pretty good. You can definitely tell there's still some pins in there. So I'm going to check copyrights on the figure, if it was like literally the year after the original show, so I don't really know. I know Sam was in a Build-A-Figure wave, I think, for when What If Season 1 was coming out, when they were on to build a Yondu wave, if I'm not mistaken, so we'll get to that later. So articulation-wise is not entirely off. Again, I never bought any version of this version of Steve outside of the MCU till literally as a Christmas gift, thanks to my brother. By the way, hey to him and his new wife, by the way. So yeah, the head sculpt is not bad. It's a very traditional Sam cap. Wow, there goes the shield. So I'm gonna have to figure out which is which as far as their shields go. So double jointed knee, elbows are about as right there. There's bicep swivel. The strap looks pretty cool. Again, it's a little more weathered and weared. I think that when Endgame came out, I think he was cleaning up, I think, his Nomad gear he had in Infinity War. I could be wrong on that. Basic fist hand there. There is, I don't know. Actually, yeah, I think Steve is literally the only one that doesn't have hands. I think Sam does. I think it's just fist on his end, so we'll get to that later on. Not a lot of head bobble. It's probably an older head sculpt, which explains why the head swaps are pretty easy. He was a little more detail-oriented with the stars and stripes and the dimples of, like, the armor, and it's not bad. It's good for what it is. Again, still no pinless stuff, because, again, this is an older buck, I want to say. I forgot when exactly. Probably, this is also probably a refresh from that Endgame as well. So, double jointed knees as well, and there's thigh cut. And we're done with our articulation with one figure. On to the next. No, we're going to do some quick size comparisons. We have their heads. If I could get this into frame, which I cannot, my apologies. Off-screen stuff, save my stuff. Or whatever. We're going to do heads first, because like I said, Sam's figure only has like old fists, so there's nothing really new to write home about. I do love the photo reel they got going on. I think in person, Chris Evans's Steve is doing really good. I'm really tongue-tied because, again, I just finished doing a Squid Game review, so hopefully card there if it's already out, if not, the other way around. So, yeah, with that said, let's start testing the heads, and then we'll get on to the rest of the figure off screen. Also helps to practice these heads before you start doing reviews, just saying that right now. And if I'm right, yeah, pretty good. Again, this is actually a not bad, Steve. I might leave it at this. The shield is going to be the easiest to put on him because I think they put extra room for the forearms. And the splayed hand he has, I think it's a regular, oh yeah, it's a regular trigger grip hand. I guess if you want to recreate stuff from like Winter Soldier, not Winter Soldier, First Avenger, during his World War II days, there you go. It clips in pretty easily. It holds pretty well. The one thing I would have loved to have, same thing when I said with my review with Sharon, for Captain Carter, that they had a backpack mount, but given how detailed the strap is, I don't know. There's probably tic tacs and magnet tricks that everyone's basically done with every version of Legends cap from the movies, and obviously the comic stuff, and obviously the anniversary that came out, I think a few years back. Wow, I am out of focus. So yeah, with the focus out of the way, let's get to Sam to close up this video. Same thing, starting off the top, there's a lot going on with his shield versus Steve's. Is a little more cleaner, a lot more brighter. I think the plot for the final episode of that season was basically him cleaning up not only this shield, but I think the suit in general, his Falcon gear, to basically be ready to be the new Cap. Thanks to the Wakandans that was helping him out. I think this was before, not Eyes of Wakanda, that's coming out later this year. The Wakanda Forever sequel is coming out for Black Panther. So the hero head, I'm going to call that here, is not bad. There's some tint to it. Let me see if I could get the light, now that I finally have a light. You could kind of see that it's Anthony Mackie's eyes. Speaking of, here's his alt head right next to it. So, yeah, they did pretty good with the flesh paint stuff right there. Tempo is about fine. There's no laziness in the eyes that I'm aware of, so that's pretty good there. So, I think Sam is the only one that's mostly pinless, given the look of the sculpt. Also, if you were getting the Build-A-Figure for that Watu, or I believe the Disney Plus figures, this backpack would have also gave him wings. From what I've seen from the new upgraded one he's going to be getting in the new movie, I am absolutely jealous of those wings because I think they're more articulated and more backpacked and folded up better than Sam. So just want to do a quick face-to-face with them for the cam. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Articulation is probably going to be the same as Sam's. I don't know, sorry, as Steve's. I don't know how much has changed in his buck over the years, because again, I didn't collect every MCU figure the last decade now. Ugh. So for those who did, they probably give you a good assessment of what is what. I'll say this, if Lee's right, I think the paint here is a little more cleaner. This could be me on 4K, so again, your mileage may vary with your copy as well if you get this double pack. So yeah, let's just do a speed run with the articulation. And I think that's about as far as it's gonna go. Unless I have... Huh. Oh boy. Okay, I might have to reheat that joint. Let me check the other one since we got time. Yeah, it's definitely got to get heated up. So with potential Denji problem again on the legs, everything else should be about the same. I think the thigh joints feel about the same as Steve's. I could be wrong. There's more dimpling going on through most of the suit, I guess, to show how different he's going to be compared to Steve going into not only the finale of the show, when it was new at the time on Disney Plus, and the new movie coming out later this year. So final thoughts for most of them. Yeah, by the way, they both have ab crunches. I think, yeah, Sam's is the most clicky. I think it's, I don't want to say in cave it's because he's younger than him, but I think in the not the bicep, but like on the upper torso, upper chest of Steve is more rigid, I guess, to show off more experience. Waist swivel, I just forgot to mention that. And let me check if Sam has waist swivel. Losing my words because it's almost 1 in the morning here. Sorry in advance, guys. Wow, okay, yeah, it's definitely more clicky. So, I got lucky with a few copies of here. Sorry in advance that I couldn't get the alt head on Sam, just to show what happened. And yeah, this is going to be the only size comparison because, again, I forgot to bring my figures down here because, again, I am doing double duty with Squid Game, so card there if the video is already out. If not, this is pretty good. Proportionally speaking, it's kind of where you want these guys to be at the end of the day if you're doing a MCU collection. I don't know their body proportions in the comics. They're probably about the same even height. I know Sam is taking the charge in the current run. I forgot the writer's name off the top of my head. I know the current 2024 Avengers run is him and Storm in the roster again, so that'd be pretty cool if I could do a solo review. And trying my best not to do a figure down for nah. Well, with the figure down aside, go to Steve over here to sub to the channel, hit the notification bell down below, and for the end cards, final rating before we get to that, in the end cards, by the way, sorry, again, not slumber words, rolling, because it is late at night. For Sam, I'll say high 8. If it wasn't for the blockage here for the double knee, it's definitely not his sculpt. Could kind of do it, so I'll figure that out as I guess as a YouTube short. And for Steve over here, aside from the figure down, we're gonna go for a full 8.5 for him. So high 8s is basically a higher echelon in the point system. Essentially, you're almost there at the 9 if it wasn't for one or two things. That's kind of what it is. Same thing here, 8.5s and point factor general is like, you're good, but you're almost at that right threshold for my scoring. So, nor on my lower side, and finally to the end cards, go to I guess, 80s fist pumping Steve over here to sub to the channel, the notification bell down below, and go to Sam over there to check out my shorts for what is currently going on with Daredevil. Since as of this recording, that trailer dropped, I want to do my final thoughts as well. I think it's a great trailer. I love to see Vincent D'Onofrio. The cast looks great as usual. Charlie Cox is screaming his heart out like he's going for another Emmy, and honestly, I hope he does this time around as far as MCU content goes. And that being said, and you guys can't see, oh, there you go, you can't see the alt heads in the shot. Didn't really talk too much about the shields, but with that said, they look good. I'm gonna have to figure stuff out, and any other details I might have missed with the figures that I probably have to do a YouTube short to update aside. I am Retrokid saying, yeah, I think I'm ready for Brave New World. I think. Let's hope so. Take care, guys.